everyone, welcome to the first episode of Netcore's Founder Corner. I'm Manuvidhya from Netcore Cloud Startup Team. Netcore Cloud offers no-code tools for brands to help segment, analyze, and engage with users to deliver personalized experiences. So today, for the first episode, we have Supreet Shah, the founder CTO of app Woloo. Woloo is a tech-enabled do discovery app that helps women to locate the nearest washroom. She also has more than 15 years experience in building products, applications, and also in enterprise architecture. It's a pleasure to have Ms. Supreet Shah on this call with us today. So, hi, Supreet. We are very happy to have you on this particular interview series that we are doing for Women's Day. So, I want to welcome you to this call. So, I'll just jump right into the questions now. So, can you tell us a little bit about your startup and how you came up with this idea of Woloo?
So Woloo, as the name says, right, it's a women loo. So basically, Woloo is designed to give hygiene dignity to all the women across India. And of course, the idea has to grow globally as well, because this problem is there with everyone across the world, wherever we travel. But unfortunately, it is a kind of a major problem in India. If you see the statistics says that 48% of the women, they can't even continue their jobs or their education because of they don't have a good and hygienic washrooms around them. And so whenever we in the past been talking about any hygienic washrooms, we always talk of the rural areas or in the villages, right? The need is there, right?
Yeah.
But I think the need is more importantly into the urban women, because I'm sure all of us who are working can understand that whenever we travel, we move out of the house, the first thought always comes into, I'm traveling to that side. Okay, is there any good washroom there? Okay, just imagine somebody who is working onto that location, who is probably an architect or somebody like that, or who is probably a sales girl doing some kind of into the shops, and she has to stay there the whole day, and there is nothing around them. And so that is the thought. And we co-founders, we are four of us, and all of us have daughters. So it was just a thought that we were just sipping coffee, and on a thought we just went to a place, and unfortunately the washroom was very dirty, so moved on to another place. So finally went to the Starbucks. So this gave us an idea that it's not the restaurant that matters, it's actually the loo that matters us most. And so this is an idea to give a clean, hygienic washroom to a woman. So who is probably carrying a baby when she needs it the most, when she has to change a pad and she needs it the most. So these are the situations, these are the problems which a woman has to go through. And she probably has to change the diaper of a baby, and there is no way that she can keep the baby down and change it because it's not at all clean. So this is the idea, and this is not a project for us, it's a mission for us, that we wanted to give a better hygienic washrooms to our generations.
I actually totally agree with you on the point that you said that it's a need of the hour in urban areas as well, because even me myself have faced this situation a lot of times while traveling either for work or even during travel for pleasure. We have faced us come across this situation a lot. So I think this particular app will be a boon for women, actually, women who are on the go especially. So, how do you think, like, being a female founder, has it been advantageous or disadvantageous? What would you say about that?
Yeah, I think for women starting, once they start their career to moving on to leadership and to reach to that level, everywhere there is definitely they have to prove themselves, because this is especially the area where it's being dominated by men, especially on the technology front. So, but once you are reach and level and you know that you earn it and you have worked well, then obviously the things do come up. And I've seen it comes as an advantage as well, Because yes, because once you understand and people understand that you are really going to be working for something, you are just not doing anything just for a kind of time pass or something, you are really ambitious about things, then you find your way out. But yes, as a woman, I would say they have to prove themselves, but they should be persistent. They should be continuing their journey of whatever career they choose in life, and they should feel that they need to do work and they need to follow their passion whatever they are doing. And I don't think then there's no kind of going back.
All right. But so do you, I mean, have you faced any disadvantages being a female founder or no, it's only the advantages?
See, it's always being a learning curve. So, so it's been always the case that initially you have to be reckoned, okay, something like a very critical kind of a stuff. Maybe let's give it to some boy or a man that they will probably show a more responsible act. Maybe a woman might get back because she has some responsibilities at house as well. So that too happen, but I think once you show it very clearly, so okay, I'm here to prove something and I'm here for my passion, then I think then everybody understands you very well.
Oh, that's true. What qualities, as a woman, that sets you apart in running the company?
Okay, I think as an overall women, they are very strong. They are much more stronger than men. They bear a baby. They take care of the house. Their planning is much better. Their executions are much better. I think every woman across the world, if she's working, not working, she's a homemaker, I think they're all fabulous in the way whatever they are doing. And men can never reach there. That's for sure. So they're very strong, and once they know what is their passion in life, I think then nobody can stop them. And I think that's the quality I feel, that since this is something I want to give it to my kids, my two daughters. So this is a gift and a gift back to society. And since technology is my passion, so I want to keep learning, keep doing new things. So that's keep you moving. And I think women are very strong, and once they know what is their mission and what kind of keeps them going, so there's I think they are the best ones.
I do agree with you on the planning and execution part, because we plan around a lot, right from everything at home and even in with respect to work. So I think planning and execution is definitely one of the major strong points for women.
Yeah, and you get a support system, and if you have a good support system at family level, and then if they understand you well, then I think you can definitely confidently and happily continue your journey.
Definitely. So we won't we will be nothing without the support system as well. That is true.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, let's talk a little bit your app as well. Who are your target users right now, and also could you also tell us like how you're acquiring your users now?
So what Woloo does is it's basically a loo discovery app. So we have it's a very asset light app. So we do not construct new washrooms. We kind of use the washrooms which is there in our A grade restaurants. So we tie up with them and we upgrade their washrooms. Woloo is being certified by the World Toilet Organization, and we have our own certificate. Based on that, we certify the loos, that okay, whether the loo is in the right location, it is practically possible for a woman to reach there, right? And it has all the fittings are proper, everything is good, lighting is proper, and there is a separate washroom for men and women. So there are different criteria on which a host, we call it as a host, which is basically a restaurant with which we tie up. And then we upgrade their washrooms in terms of both technology as in terms of, and along with like a safe seat kind of seats which we put on their washrooms to maintain the hygiene of that place. And we also have a lot of IoT integrations where we can detect whether there is a wet floor or whether there is some stink levels have increased the level, to ensure that every time a woman goes to that washroom, it is clean and hygienic. So the app helps you as you move out. It has a radius which it identifies, and it helps you find out, okay, these are probably 10 washrooms around Andheri East or this area. And it will help you, give you the direction, and you will reach there. And women will also earn points once they reach onto that location. And those points they can redeem in the shopping as well.
Okay.
So we have kind of our e-commerce portal into the app itself, where you will be able to buy all women intimate products.
Okay.
So yes, like tampons and a lot of other products which a women would generally not go and buy from anywhere onto the shops offline. So there are a lot of these products. So those points they can use and buy products for themselves and for their family. And users we have starting from a small baby to an 80-year-old. So they are all our users. So we have taken care for all of them that they are being taken care. And we are we try and have the host at a location which is very crowded, like near a temple or somewhere where probably the old women have to stand for a long queues and all. So they can probably go there, just relax sometime and then come back, because they are the major areas where we don't have any kind of good washrooms. So for us, all women are users. And we have two kind of subscriptions.
Okay.
So one is a monthly subscription, which is at 99 rupees. And we have an yearly subscription, which is 365 rupees, which is just like 1 rupee a day hygiene. So these are the two subscriptions. And for any women, they can come, and there's also a free trial for them. So the app they can use for a few days for free, and then they can buy the subscription. And we also have subscriptions for corporates, because there are a lot of employees who travel every day. So the corporates, as in they wanted to do as part of their CSR thing. So we have those subscriptions as well.
So you have partnered with these corporations, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So, do you have a feedback system also in your app? I mean, if a woman, uses this particular host, can she log a feedback in your app, and you kind of work on the user experience based on the feedback reports that you get from the app?
Exactly. So user experience is the most important thing for us. And once a woman uses the app, after that, she can give the review whenever she's comfortable. But she has to give a review before she's going to use it onto the next time.
Okay.
Because then whatever we are looking for the bad reviews, so that we can improve and we can understand what exactly has went wrong or something like that. Because that is the most important critical part for us, because that is the only way we can communicate with our customers.
So you work on improving their user experience once you get to analyze the data that you're receiving feedback.
Yes, we're even kind of continuously sending messages or emails on whenever we trace our user journey, and we see that somebody has been using this and probably there's a change of behavior, something has happened. So our team continuously keeps on calling, messaging everyone.
Right. What are some of the bottlenecks that you would say when you were building the startup, or when you're even building the app? What are some of the bottlenecks that you faced, and can you also tell us about how you went on about solving them?
Yeah, so for a startup journey, is every day we have new challenges. Like once you are with a corporate, you have all of these things being sorted, right? You are doing a specific job, and you have specific customers, you work with them, job is simple, right? But with a startup, you have to do all the things yourself, right? So with the technology, of course, I have to see continuously, okay, I have to look out for better resources wherever, and the right kind of technology, right architecture, which we are going to grow, and obviously onto the deployments, what is the best architecture, and we have to manage this with the budgets that, okay, everything available to you. So you have to really be very, very you have. Then you are basically doing a lot of multitasking. I remember when the app was being launched, So me and my other co-founders, we were continuously calling everyone, asking them, okay, what is your feedback? And this is the app all about. We were telling them about each and every feature of the app. So which you never thought that, okay, this is kind of the things which I'll be doing. So there are a lot of things and an every day. So you have to be open to this thing, because at times you are completely stuck and the work is stuck. You have to build up and you have to get more kind of budgets to do things. You need more money to do a lot of things. So you have to be kind of very, very persistent, very you have to really plan the things very consciously. And at times, even if you plan, certain things doesn't come out as you think it would be. So you have to rethink, you have to replan, you have to probably at times start from the scratch. Okay. Like for us, we first, our first model was to build Woloo, a brick and mortar model. Okay. We made one in Thane.
Okay.
And that worked well, but that was so much high onto the capex that it's very, very difficult to build at that level, right? So we all think, introspect, came back with Woloo 2.0, where we had a different model, where everybody is kind of it's gaining. Like for host also, they learn points, they'll get more customers, right? For us, it's we don't have to construct it, and for our customers, they will definitely get a lot more options, lot more hygiene washrooms than very few if we could build it. So every time you build something, you think upon it, you probably get some feedbacks, you understand, you go back. So it is that kind of a journey where, yes, so it's like a bumpy ride, but yes.
Once what the bumpy ride it will be.
Yeah, it is quite satisfying at the same end.
So, I mean, how do you get the users to, come back to your app again and again and use it? Like, do you have any specific strategies to retain your users or, make them come back again and again to use the app?
Yeah, so one of the idea is that since the time when we started using WhatsApp, nobody told us that, okay, there is some app like this, which is there, right? It started and it changed our thought process. So basically, this is a change in the thought process. We never thought that we'll be able to locate a washroom using a phone. But if you are traveling and if you are in a city like Mumbai, where you are traveling through trains and okay, this train I'm going to board here and this is where I'm going to get down, and I have 10 minutes in between to reach to my office. So there, okay, I can get down here and let me just figure it out. Okay, where exactly is the hygienic washroom? Where is it? Where I can go? And even we want to reach to the level where you can also kind of see that, okay, which washroom is available, like in a crowded day, like a weekends kind, when we pass through the malls or we go through this, it's all completely jam-packed. So if you have to go, we can even building to that level that you will be able to book that, okay, you are near that place and you can see that there is a washroom available, you quickly go, come back. So it's like, once the idea is that it has to glow kind of organically into people, where once they start using it, becomes a habit. It will take me a while. Like for me, if I have to decide to kind of uninstall WhatsApp, I will probably think 100 times. So it's that kind of a state where we want that, okay, this should be a part of every woman's phone. So that's what the thought is.
So do you stay in touch with these users constantly? Like, for example, you said like when they are getting down the metro, they like look for a place to use the washroom. So sort of, do you like send in-app like notifications or some messages or an alert that like something like this available nearby which you can use, or like do you communicate with your users like that?
Exactly. Yeah. So that is what we are planning. And even we would need, once we are doing this integration with Netcore also. So that will also enable us a lot of these functionalities, or geofencing it across once they're around 100 meters away. So we can do all those kind of, yeah. So this is being in discussion with Netcore. That's what we are going to integrate.
That's right. I think with that integration, you'll be able to send, the personalized notifications and everything to constantly communicate with your users, which will certainly make an advantage. Right. So, currently, like you're based only out of Mumbai and Pune, is it? Like, do you have plans to expand to other cities as well in the near future?
Yeah, so our idea is that we wanted to first kind of be successful in our cluster model. In Mumbai, we have seen this is lot of areas Mumbai is being distributed, and making clusters over there is much more easier, and we can definitely geographically we can divide those regions very, very clearly. So that's what our idea is, that we wanted to in our model we need to be very clear. Okay, for these two cities we have those places, and how we wanted to build our resources, like the cluster managers. There'll be people who will be going to review the washrooms. So we need to know the whole kind of dynamics around it. And then obviously from the app standpoint, we are ready any day to move across pan India. But we need to be very sure that, okay, these people should be there when we kind of go on to a new city. Those kind of structures we need to build and improve. Yeah.
Right. So, do you have any, final thoughts that you want to leave our audience with, or thoughts for the women entrepreneurs who look up to you?
Yeah, sure. So I think now is the time for us. Now is the time for kind of Indian startups to reach to a level, because if I see 10 to 15 years back, so India was not taken as in considered so seriously about the startup world. But now I see there are a lot of people who are seriously following their dreams, and they are so amazing ideas people have. When we went into the Shark Tank also, I believed all of them were amazing. So their thoughts were amazing. The thought process behind the whole work they were doing was great. So this is the time, and I would want to especially say to women that if they have a dream, they wanted to do something, please do follow it, and things will certainly happen at home. Ask for support, because we as a women generally don't ask and we do all the things. So we also need to start asking for things that we need help. Ask for that required help, and please do follow your passion, because I think this is the right time for us.
Oh, that's very very nice of you to say that, Supreet. And I mean, it was a very inspiring discussion for me as well to have this interview with you. So I really enjoyed talking to you today. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for taking out the time from your schedule to do this. So I look forward to working with you in the future as well.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.